Hi everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. Today's video, I'm not going to be doing like stalking and stuff. I wanted to do it a bit more serious just so, I don't know, people could be aware. I know that a lot of people are aware, but people can be aware that I know what I'm talking about and that my channel, like, I am serious about what I talk about. I'm passionate about what I talk about. And, like, I just want to talk about the dangers and stuff like that and, like, what can happen. All those types of things. Here. Just to, I don't know, help reiterate stuff like that, and then maybe I might teach somebody that doesn't already know all this stuff. So I just wanted to do that today and do a bit more of a serious video just to like explain what my channel is about, explain these family channels, why they're bad, why these parents are bad, why what they're doing is dangerous for the kids and all of that sort of stuff. So obviously my channel, I've just started my channel, so I'm still learning everything. But I have learnt a few things already, and I am still fairly new at this, but I still have learnt a lot with not before I started doing my YouTube channel and everything. I still learnt a lot of stuff before this. So I still know that predators are on here, and family content, family vloggers and stuff are making it so much easier for these predators to get hold of footage of their children and everything like that. And with AI, these predators obviously changing into other stuff, and it's dangerous. And that's why I make the videos that I do, because it's not like I want to make a video every single time talking about how dangerous it is and what these predators do. I don't want to do that, because that is going to make me feel sick and bring me down, because I don't want to think about that. That's not, like, I just don't want to do that. So that's why I snark on these family vloggers, or whatever you call them. I don't really know. Because I think they deserve it for what they're doing to their kids, what they're exposing their kids to, and the dangers of what they're doing. They deserve to be snarked on. And I like to keep it light and fun and airy and funny. But with this video, I just wanted to talk about the dangers of everything and what can happen and stuff like that, just so people can be aware and know what is going on and what these family vloggers are exposing their children to. Some of these families, obviously the bigger families, the bigger channels, so these bigger channels, they know all of this dangerous stuff. They know about all the predators. They know what's going on. They know who's following them. They know the messages that they're getting. But because of the money that they have received from all of this, they have sort of been blinded by the money. Like it's like a cartoon, how the dollar signs are over the eyes. That's probably all they see. It's shameful, I don't know, but it's, if you think about it, that's a parent's job, is to protect their child. And these parents are not doing that, all because they're getting paid a big lump sum of money just to post videos, and they will not protect their children. Obviously, I guess they can still keep it private and post their face every now and again and not do information. It's still dangerous to do that, because somebody can still screenshot that face. Like, it's just because everybody, okay, everyone has a preference. And just because you think, oh, I can just post my child this one time, it'll be okay. But if you post your child that one time, your child could be somebody's preference, and that's what they want. So they will take that picture because your child is their preference. So that is the danger of it. That one time, and then it's gone. Your child is out on the internet forever, will never have a normal life because they can take that footage, change it with AI, do all sorts of things with AI with it, and your child will never have a normal life. That stuff could get leaked. That stuff could get to peers, friends, family, and obviously it's not real. It's created by AI, but it's still got your child's face on it. And that is what's dangerous about it. Even just posting your child that one time, somebody may see it, and it's dangerous. It really is. These kids are not playing a character. They are themselves. So they can't, at the end of the day, they can't step out of this character because they are themselves. But actors get to step out of it. They get to step out of that character at the end of the day when they're finished acting. These kids can't. These kids are stuck in this forever. They will never have privacy again because everybody knows everything about them. They know their birthday. They know their medical conditions when some parents do that. They know everything. So these kids don't get to step out of a character because they are them. They are themselves. I think the only way to obviously stop these family vloggers is to stop watching them, which I know is probably going to be a hard thing to do. People will never stop watching them, I don't think. Unless there's some type of laws and things like that, people will not stop watching them. But the only way to stop, for us to stop, adults and people that understand what child exploitation is and keeping kids safe online, the only way to stop these people is stop watching them, because when you watch them, you give them a view and then that gives them money. So if you stop watching them, then if you stop watching them, they won't get that money. And obviously your one little view will be just a little bit, but if a bunch of people stop watching, then it's a bunch of money. So I know it only starts little by little, and I know I'm only a little channel talking about this, but if I can convince one person and make one person understand, then I am okay with that. As long as I have made one person understand. As long as they understand what I'm talking about and stop watching these channels, that doesn't matter. As long as they stop watching and start understanding the dangers of this, then that is totally fine with me. And I know people are going to say stuff like, oh my God, well, these people, whatever. Honestly, I don't know what they say justifying this, but there is nothing you can say to justify this. And if you think that you have a reason that they can do this, or you think you can justify what they're doing, then let me know in the comments. Really, honestly, just let me know, because I would like to know your opinion on why you think that they can, or why you think you can justify them doing this to their children. If you have a reason that's different than mine, put it in the comments, let me know, and I will have a look, read it, try and understand what your point of view is. And when these parents are posting footage of their kids, there's safe footage and then unsafe footage. Now, the unsafe footage is obviously them in leotards, wearing a skirt with no shorts, little toddlers and babies with no tops on, babies and stuff just in nappies, all that type of stuff, kids with their mouths open. That's unsafe footage. And now the safe footage is kids that are fully dressed and not doing anything dangerous, I would say. It's really hard to find a word because there really isn't a word. But that's the type of safe footage. Now, it doesn't matter what type of footage that you are posting. It can be taken. If these predators really want that footage of your child, they will take anything. They will take the safe footage or the unsafe footage, especially the unsafe footage. They will obviously take that more because it's better content for them, because your child is in a nappy or their mouth open, and that's easier for them to put in AI and change it. And these families know what they're posting, and some of them try and do the safe footage because they maybe don't want to do the unsafe one, and they're trying to keep their child safe. It's still not safe to post your child, because they can take whatever footage they want, because your child could be the child that they're looking for, and that is the danger of it. But the unsafe stuff, certain families are posting that on purpose to get views. And that's when I get really angry, and that's when I feel sick and just want to like scream and yell, because these parents are not protecting their children, and they're posting them online to be abused. I'm not sure the type of word I would use, but they're posting them online in nappies and that type of stuff, knowing who's taking them, like who's taking the footage and what's going on, and they willingly know, and they're not doing anything about it. They're not doing anything to protect their child. And that's when I get really mad, and I just want to scream. Like, I just get upset. I feel sick, and it's just not something you want to think about. But these parents know. And that's why I started my channel, is to call out these people and make people aware of what these parents are doing, and at least make one person aware. If I make one person aware in each video, at least it's one person. I don't care. It's one person. One person can help. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to give these kids a voice, because these kids don't have a voice. They don't get a choice in any of this. And it's sad. It's disgusting, because these parents are assholes, and they're not doing their job in protecting their children. See, all that goes with the child exploitation. Now, I got the little definition so everybody can understand. For people that don't understand child exploitation, this is the definition of exploitation: the action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work. And then under that, the act of using someone or something unfairly for your own advantage. Now, what these parents do is they post and expose the kids in their own advantage to get views and to get money. And that's what they're doing. That's how they're exploiting their kids. These kids do not have a choice. These kids they don't understand how the internet works. They don't understand predators. They don't understand, and I'm just talking about predators here. There's so much more, like bullying, outside bullying, like when they go to school and stuff like that bullying as well. There is so much that goes with exploiting your kids online, and that's what these parents are doing. So I just wanted to put that explanation of exploitation. I just wanted to put the explanation in there of what exploitation means, because some people like to justify it and try and be like, well, it's not that. But it is. It literally is. So I'm not sure how you can justify that, but that's literally what the parents are doing. So, and I'm sure that sometimes, like, people will say that the kids want to do this. I don't think, like, people know, like, kids don't want to do this. A lot of the time the kids don't want to do this, especially if they've been doing this for years. They probably don't want to do it. And then these parents coerce the kids in doing it. So they're saying, like, well, if you do this video, I'll get you a so-and-so, or like, I'll give you whatever, like buy you a toy or something like that. Because the parents definitely need them in the video, because nobody's watching these parents. These parents are boring as crap. Nobody cares about them. The only people that these online people care about is the kids. And that's why these parents need them in the video. And these parents know that. That's why they coerce them to be in the video. They bribe them. They give them whatever they need or want just to be in the video, because they know if they don't put them in the video, they're not going to get views, and then they're not going to get money. Now, I think 18, people like to say, oh, 16's the age that kid can come online. I think it should, 18. 18 is the age. And then it's the choice of the child. And in the family, if they don't want, if they choose, obviously your brain has fully developed when you're 25, but 18 is the age that you can choose if you want to be online or not. And if the child chooses that they don't want to be online, the parent should respect that and be like, okay, cool, you don't want to be online, so then they won't show you. Obviously, these parents don't respect that, because some families just show the baby as soon as it's been born. Like, literally, as soon as it's been born, it's on the camera. But I don't know. Now, obviously, these kids are in a lot of videos. Now, people send things to people. So when people are on videos, people watch them, people build relationships with them. Like, I remember when I was younger, I would love watching certain channels, and I would just love that person. And I never actually did write a letter to any person, but I would want to write them a letter and just say, oh my God, you're my favorite YouTuber and all that. Like, I think this is when I was like 15 or 16 or something. I really don't know. But so these people that are watching from their home or like on their phone, you know, whatever, they're building a parasocial relationship, and they think they deserve to speak to you, they deserve to have that relationship with you. And in that, they will send you things, like, and I'm talking about the children, they will send the children things. It doesn't matter if you are 2, 16, like, it's from baby to adult. Obviously, babies can't look at that stuff, but the parents will get it. The parents will get those messages and see them, and probably still post the kids, even though they're getting gross messages. But these kids, if they've got an iPhone or whatever phone, and they've got unfettered access to the internet, they're going to get messages. They're going to get inappropriate messages. They're going to see inappropriate things from fans, because that's what fans do. They think that they deserve to have a relationship with you, and they deserve to be able to know you and send things to you. And look, some people will just send obviously normal things. Some people will send pictures, all of that type of stuff. Especially if you have a PO box as well, like for kids, people can send whatever they want in there, and they will send the kids anything. Especially if they have a parasocial relationship with that child, they will send the child anything. And that's where it gets really dangerous. And these parents, yet again, are not doing anything to help protect that child. And another one, these kids bullying. Like, bullying from peers, bullying from like friends, like bullying from everyone. They could get bullying from adults. They'll get bullying online. They'll get bullying when they go to school, just out in public. Like, they will get bullied. It doesn't matter if it's just a couple times, they will still get bullied. I guarantee it. And as a child, preteen, teen, all that, and you are getting all of these bullying messages, it will stick with you, and you'll think about it, and then you'll think, okay, well, somebody's telling me that I shouldn't be alive and I should unalive myself and do all these types of things. And somebody's saying all that, so how am I supposed to feel? And that's how these kids are thinking. And like, that's what these parents are also exposing their kids to, and they don't care. These parents, I guarantee that these parents have seen these messages. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just go on a deleting spree and they have somebody there just to delete all that stuff, which is good. The kids should not see that. But I guarantee the kids have seen stuff like that, especially if they have their own phones, they have unfettered access to the internet, and they're not being supervised when they go on the internet. They're not protecting the kids. Yet again, another situation where they're not protecting the children. When you watch some channels, you can actually see the kids will act the same way the parents act. Like for the camera, when the camera comes on, the parents like, oh my God, like screaming and into the camera and be like, yeah, oh my God, like just that crazy energy that the parent, like these freaking family vloggers have, which I don't understand. But I think it's for like kids watch that stuff, and then you'll see that their kids come into the camera and want to do that stuff as well. But sometimes it's just because the kids actually just want to spend time with their parents. I've seen it in multiple videos. It's just because the child wants to spend time with their parent. And it's sad. The child has to act a certain way and do certain things just to spend time with their parent. Like, how sad is that? They can't even just sit on the couch and watch TV with their parent, or read a book with their parent, or like color a coloring book with their parent. They can't do any of that. They have to act up and like act a certain way for the camera just to spend time with their parent. That's what these kids have to do. They have been trained to act like that. The parents have trained them to act like that. That's what these parents are doing. Another thing that these parents are doing to these kids. It's just endless of what these parents are doing to these kids. And it's when you think about it, it's maddening, because a kid just should be having a normal, fun childhood of playing and like playing outside on their bike and with a parent watching, or you know, like drawing with like chalk in their driveway, or coloring a coloring book with their parents, or like painting and making a big mess, or like, I don't know, I'm not a child, but you know, child things. But these kids, they don't have that. None of these, all of these kids that are in the family vlogs, their childhood has been taken away. Their childhood has gone, and they will never ever get it back. The relationship with their parents that they have, that is gone as well, and they will never get that back either. That, like, it's just sad to think about that stuff. These family vloggers are also teaching their kids to act a certain way, so when they become members of society, they're probably going to act very rude and expect everything because that's how they were treated at home. And that's not how society works. And they're going to, I don't know, you can't really throw a tantrum in real life, like in public, but like these kids, the ones that get everything they want whenever they want, like they're gonna have a hard time in society, because that's not how that works. You gotta get a job and you gotta work for things. But these parents are not teaching these kids anything. Okay, so I've been doing some Googling online. I can't read this article because, you know, I have to pay for it because the internet is stupid. But I am definitely going to buy this book because it says, the co-captain of the UC Capitals, Alex Bunton, with her 2-year-old daughter Opal, Evie Roach 8 and Cleo Isles. I hate saying names, I'm sorry. At the launch of the new book, Jack Changes the Game, aimed at helping parents make their children aware of online predators. Picture supplied. So I want to get that book just to read it and see what it says. I can't read the article because the internet is stupid and it won't let me unless I pay for it. Like, I thought the internet was free. And this is a recent article. When was this done? Tuesday, the 10th of September. So recent enough. And it says here, Australia plans to ban children from social media, is checking and enforcing an age block possible. Government will impose an as yet undefined ban of younger teenagers and children from accessing social media before the next election. On Tuesday, Albanese, I think I figured it out, I remembered it. Albanese announced the plan to introduce legislation into Parliament by the end of 2024 to block children from social media and other digital formats unless they are over a certain age, likely to be between 14 and 16. As the debate in the US drags on, the point of difference between the two major parties in Australia will likely become more defined. Prime Minister Albanese said his government has no plans at this stage to follow the US lead on TikTok ban, but this could change as the next federal election gets closer. Alright. So it looks like in Australia currently, we don't have any plans to ban TikTok here just yet. But it could change at the next federal election. So who knows what's happening with TikTok? I know it's going in America. It's being banned in America, which thank God. But it's still YouTube. YouTube is, there still needs to be, and even though there's that law in Kidfluencer. So the new Kidfluencer law. Okay, so even though here we don't have any laws or anything like that, which is pretty shitty, but even though California still has that Kidfluencer law, and it's was signed, okay, requires creators who feature minors in 30% of their content to deposit, that's a big word, proportionate earnings into trust funds for those children to access at 18, so the same as the Coogan law. Once the law takes effect in 2025, why can't they just start it now? Parents must set aside at least 15% of Kidfluencers. Isn't that the same as the Coogan law? Anyway, so they still have that, which it's good. It's good that these kids are getting money. It really is, because at least these parents are not getting away with taking all of these kids' money, and then as soon as they turn 18, these kids have nothing, and they've got nothing to show for it. They've got no way of getting a job because their whole life has been put on the screen, and they have a shitty reputation, and everyone knows it because of the YouTube. But it still goes without saying that posting your children is dangerous, and it's exploiting them, it's exposing them to predators, it's exposing them to bullying, it's just, you could go on and on and on with reasons why not to post your kids. But these people do not listen because they want money. These parents just want money. And they I don't know, maybe they still love their kids, but they love money more. So they're going to continue doing what they are doing. It's pretty much it. That's all that I have. I know it was more of a serious video. If you watched it, I really do appreciate it. I know my glasses fogged up here a little bit, but it's hot in this area. There's like no fan. Anyway. I know, sorry, I've got to stop saying So, that is it for today. If you watch this video, I really, really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments down below if I said anything wrong, if you have a different point of view, anything like that. I'm open to conversation. Yeah, just comment down below. But that is it for today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you. Bye.